guys, so today it's just me. Some people have been asking about how I do my foundation and contour, and I don't really know how to explain it. I just know how to do it, so I just thought I'd show you, so whoever is wondering can just watch this. So I'm starting off with a pretty clean face. I washed it this morning and I just put on my regular moisturizer, and then I did primer since I kind of have a long day ahead of me. So now I guess what I do is I just go ahead and put on my foundation as normal. What I do first is I put on my concealer. I'm gonna go put my donuts in the oven.
I'll be back in 2 minutes.
So now that my first layer of concealer is on, so then I grab my foundation and my stippling brush and I just put on my foundation next. So this foundation, this one, which I think it was in another video, but it's kind of thick. So I used to just put it directly on the brush, but now I just spill it all over my pants! No! I'm done. Okay, I just usually put it on my finger. Put it on my face. Then I just buff it out. I guess is just my everyday normal foundation. So next, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take a super dark foundation that does not match me at all. And this one doesn't have a pump, unfortunately, like the other one. And I just I guess dip one end of the Q-tip in and get a little bit of product on it. So then I'm just gonna place this where my contour would be. So this part, I guess, depends on your face, like how it's shaped. So I put my contour here, right where my cheekbones would pop out if they popped out. And then I put it up here, and then I kind of go along my jawline, back by my ears if I have my hair up and I'm wearing my hair in a ponytail. Like in my chin, because that ain't cute. And then I don't have very much product left on here, so I'm gonna just go like underneath kind of like my lip a little tiny bit. And then I guess that's kind of it. I mean, I would like drag it along the top a little bit, but this is just kind of like laying the base, I guess, for my contour. I have a little stippling brush, and it's called an e.l.f. It's by e.l.f. and then it's a small stipple brush, and I love this for my contour because it has the duo bristles, which like moves the product around nicely. So then I just start blending, and it looks a little crazy. So now that I have that kind of blended out, like obviously there's some spots that are like patchy and like I suck at blending and I'm super impatient. So then I just take my foundation brush, which I'm not adding any product to it, but there's some product left, and I just kind of like buff it out a little bit because it helps since there's a little bit of product left. So then I go back with the contour, and I don't like to contour my nose a lot because like I'm fine with it, but I do kind of like take the excess product and just kind of get the sides of my nose and bring it up a tiny bit. But like there's almost no product on this, so it doesn't really do too much. It just kind of like brings it all together. Then I have the Flawless Concealer Brush, and I guess my face is kind of little, so I wouldn't use this so much for like under eye concealer, but I do dab this in a concealer palette, and I'll go over the spots I like want to highlight. So I want to highlight kind of this area here and up my nose, since my nose is kind of a button nose. It dips down a lot at the top and I don't like that. I don't go all the way down to the bottom since it is like more prominent down here. I don't want to bring that out. And then kind of where my highlight would go, just dab on my chin. And just a little bit more on my forehead since it got a little muddy there. And then sometimes like if my contour got a little much, I'll go like underneath my contour here and do that. So then I just kind of blend it out with this brush. Just kind of like go back and forth with like the colors, since this is just kind of like the base, but I don't want it to look bad, so you just kind of like blend them back and forth until you like how they look for the most part. Okay, so now that I'm done with all my liquid and cream products, then I'm going to set it with just a powder. So this is just a flat powder brush, and I just set it like normal. After I set it with my normal powder, then I'll go back in if I want to darken it up and just kind of like clean it up a little bit more. And I use this brush, and it's called the e.l.f. Small Tapered Brush, and I really like this one for contouring. And I just kind of like dip it in, shake it off, and go back and contour like I did the first time. But just kind of like deepens it up, and don't be afraid to get back into your hairline, because that's the only way this is gonna blend well. And then since I barely have any product left on this, once again I'm just gonna go over my nose a little bit, but just on the sides. But contouring just kind of depends like all on your face, like how do you want your face to look. My face is really, really round, so I'm gonna try to like chisel my cheekbones in, right? So like when I turn to the side, you see that like this is all kind of like sunk in more. But like if you already have that, you wanna make your face more round, you know, you're just gonna have to cater this to yourself. But this is just kind of an overview of how I do it. Okay, and then I'm not really big with like a highlight or anything like that, but I'll just do it for the sake of this video. I think my contour looks a little rough right now, so I'm just going to use my powder brush and kind of blend it out a little bit more. So after all that powder, if you're feeling like maybe you look a little cakey, you can use like a face spray, like e.l.f. has one, or like MAC has like its Fix Plus, and you can just kind of spray that on. I mean, I feel like I'm fine. I would probably use my bronzer and bring it down on my chest a little bit, but I don't really care right now because I'm just gonna go eat food. So that's pretty much all I do for I guess my contour, and then I would just apply my makeup as normal. Sometimes I might put a little blush on, but I'm not a big blush person. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you. Contouring is pretty much just a ton of practice and figuring out what works for you and your face and what kind of products you like. But hopefully I helped you and gave you some helpful tips and tricks along the way. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. And if you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments below and we'll get back to you. Bye guys!